Hi guys, this is the Idaho Picker, and I am bringing you a highly detailed update on the sinkhole situation down there. Keeping an eye on this thing for us with everything that we know is going on in this world and in this country. This thing down here is a bigger problem than they're letting on to you, and I am going to show you the details as to why it's a big problem. I'm going to get into seismicity reports within a few hundred feet, monitors within a few hundred feet of the sinkhole. I'm going to show you how there are earthquakes or some kind of something going on down there every day, a lot of it. So I'm going to be able to show you that. First off, though, I want to thank climateviewer.com. Mr. climateviewer.com, he knows who he is, and you can go to climateviewer.com and see this map that I am going to show you here. He put this together, which is an amazing amount of information about the sinkhole. As you can see, I'm zooming in here. This is all about the sinkhole, this whole area here. Okay, and if I come on in here, I'm going to just point out that these ugly faces are waste disposal, whether it be various different types of waste that are disposal areas. Right here is the sinkhole in question, or the area, particularly the salt dome in question. You see those little squiggly lines, okay, the circle lines there, and I realize you can't see this quite as good as I can. But you see the lines that run around. You can go to climateviewer.com and see this yourself. If you see the lines there, that is the salt dome. That represents the depths of the salt dome. Okay. And if you go around and click the lines, you will see the different depths. See, that's 1,500. 1,400, 1,300, 1,200. It's 100 foot every little line here. So therefore, that's why they want to be right on the center of the salt dome. So that's why the field that has all of the wells, the injection wells at this location, are in the center, as you can see, of the salt dome. They're right on top of it. Okay, and the sinkhole itself is over here on the side of the salt dome. As we zoom on in here, you can see that. The butane in question is right here, located in this area here, in the that is stored underground in one of these caverns. I suspect it is 3812 is where that butane is at, in 3812. But the gentleman also at climateviewer.com overlaid us a photo, as you can see, of the sinkhole location. And if you click on these, it will give you coordinates, and it will give you various other pieces of information as to who the owners are of these properties, and so on. There's tons of information here, and I'm bringing this information to you just like the gentleman with climateviewer.com is, and asking for your help to investigate it. This is a lot of information for any one or two people to be able to do, and if as y'all guys find information about this, if you will get it back to me, I'll include it in videos, or you can do your own video. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is I am going to take you to the flyover, and I'm going to point out some things about this flyover. Okay, so we're going to take a look and listen to this, and more of a look, and I'm going to stop it along the way and point out some things for you. It's loading. Okay, first off, the thing you're going to notice here in the very first is that you remember when they built this long road down through here, down through the trees. They cut it in to come down to access the hole down here, and they were out here with boats and all that, and doing some things with the airboats. And you'll notice, and we're going to see it again here in a second, how much further closer to the butane storage container this is. Okay guys, you see where the end of this is at now? What this thing is doing is on a daily basis it's falling off into the hole. They have this laid out in plates, and these plates that they have laid across here, I've looked at their construction. They lay out a mat, bring in the soil, lay out a map, and then they put a road into here. The road used to be out here, the end of the road, and it's gone. And as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3 trees in between the beginning of the pad here where the other injection well is at. There's only very little room here. There's enough room for a crane and a dump truck, and that's it. So this sinkhole is growing a lot, and I'm going to show you some more about that. See there how close it is? This is the pad down here. The injection well is just below here, the storage cavern that has the butane in it, that from what I can tell. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. You can see this tree right here. See that? See how it used to be this tall, and all the wood that would have stuck out of the ground? See how it's just sunk straight down? And these other trees in here have sunk straight down and are already under the water. They weren't as big. This one has sunk straight down into the ground here. And of course, as you can see, you've got other trees leaning. Now, you look at the this water here, the stuff in the water, this is all hydrocarbons. And that's what makes this thing look like this. Of course, there's a lot of other crap mixed in here as well, but that's what it looks like. Why it looks like that. Okay, now I'm gonna stop it right here. If you look over here on the right-hand side, this used to be the road that was there. Okay, the gas pipe, one of the 3-foot gas pipes, lays right here. Comes right down through here. The ground where one of the 3-foot pipes has already turned into slurry and is being pulled down into the sinkhole. And if you look to the right here in this area, see how all this grassy area here is all splitting up? See these splits? See all this? That means all this is slurry as well. This whole road, and on this side you can see this deep water. See that deep water? See it here? So you can see through here. This is all turned into slurry. Those 2 3-foot pipes are exposed to this at this point. Okay. See the color of this water up in here? That's fuel gas or something of some kind that is laying on this water, giving it that hue. Same thing over in this area. See that shimmer, that color? Back over in here as well. But the point, one of the main points here, guys, is that this is no longer a road where they have those 2 3-foot pipes. It is now part of the sinkhole. Now back here, if we were to come back down this way, see my mouse on the right hand side of the screen? If we were to come down this way, go up this, just say 50 feet from where my mouse is at, heading this way. Okay, heading down. There is another sinkhole that is opened up right down there that they will not film. They may choose to go ahead and film it, but they have not been filming it. There is a sinkhole just to the down here that is a lot smaller, but it is connecting in with this sinkhole. Okay, it is right below this. An image of it does exist in one of my videos from about a week or a week and a half ago. I don't know how much more it has grown. They're not showing it in these flyovers, even though I know they watch my videos. Now let's go ahead and move on a little bit. See that? Does that look like a road anymore to you down here? It ain't a road. The sinkhole is taking over the 2 3-foot pressurized gas pipe area. Okay, back up over here. Right, see this line of trees at the top of the screen? Back behind there is the other sinkhole. The trees have cleared out. It's sucking down back up in there. That's where the other small sinkhole is at, right up in there. If y'all guys at Assumption, LA want to go ahead and film that area for us, we'd appreciate it. Get the chopper to show how that's connecting and coming out and connecting through the road here with all this that's going on with this disintegrating over in here. Another sinkhole, guys, right up there. Now, I'm being told that back down over here somewheres, which they won't film either as well, is another area that is caving in, but they will not see it, and I have not seen a photo of that, so I cannot confirm that. It's over in this area, guys, right back over in here. If they were to come around this way and show it from here, bring the chopper in from across here, they could show it. You'd know what I was talking about when you seen it. You get a little glimpse right there. A lot of dead trees around here, isn't there, boys? Looks like there's plenty of moisture and water to make this grow well, but a lot of dead trees. See all these trees all dead through here too as well. Makes me wonder what's been leaking coming up through this area for a long time and killed the hell out of all these trees. Okay, now I'm going to take you next. I'm going to show you this, which was put out by the state of Louisiana. It is a Second Amendment to the Declaration of Emergency and Directive, and I'm not going to read it to you. I'll scan through it here so that you will have access to it. I'm going to take all of these links and put them in my video down below so you can see it. You can pause this and read this if you want to, and I'd encourage you, if you want to help me investigate this, to look anything over and see what I'm missing, because I'm not an expert in everything. Okay. Then I'm going to go here, and what this is this is the heliquarter display information, and what the heliquarter is it's the seismic information. This is the map that will show you the seismic information on a daily basis that is happening. Let's look at 919 first, okay? This is this is 9/20/2012. Wait a minute, let me rephrase here. Hang on. This is not the report. This is the report. This is the location of these monitors, okay? This is the map showing the location of them. The sinkhole is right here, guys. This is the sinkhole area. See my mouse? See the little red, little orange circle? It's just off of there, and it's right beside where my mouse is circling there. You can see it moving a little bit, okay? Now let's look and see what these things are reporting. Okay, this was on the 28th of September. 28th September. Okay, does it look like there's any seismic activity going on? I would say so. Let's look at later that day. This is on the 28th, later that day. Okay, still happening, right? How about the next day? Do we have any more? Oh, on the 20, this is the 29th. A little bit of seismic activity, quite a bit actually, right? Let's look later that day. More seismic activity, and then it quelled off a bit. Okay, let's look at the next day. Sorry about the knocking, guys. I have no idea what somebody's doing outside. This is the next day. This is the 30th of September, the beginning of the day. Let's look at later in the day and see if any other crazy stuff's going on. Still more. Now let's look at the 31st, or excuse me, the 1st of October. This is the 1st. Got some missing data there, which is kind of weird. But anyways, there is more seismic activity. Okay, who in the heck is knocking outside my house? Next, sorry guys. Next is the next day. This is the this is still the first. Later in the day in the first. Let's go to the second. Okay, this is the second seismic activity. You think there's stuff going on there every day? That there's tremors continuously, almost all day long, that are happening there? Let's look at later in the day on the second. This was yesterday, guys. This is going on. This is happening down there. So for you guys that are saying this is just a mud hole, you know, basically down there, y'all guys are crazy. Okay, I've been studying this thing for a long time. I have many, many videos, and in fact, this thing is getting worse. This hole is growing a lot. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger here. Okay, I'm being called that by some people, and that's fine. That everybody has a right to their opinion. Free speech does exist on the Idaho Picker channel. But however, there is something going on a daily basis down there. Now, what is it? Is it this is a chart showing you how to use or read the seismic charts that I just showed you. Okay, it'll go through and explain to you how it all works. You can read through it if you want to. Okay, I've showed you the entire page, so you could stop it and read it if you wanted. Now, what is going on? Are these non-stop tremors all day long, or is this salt cavern collapsing kind of movement? Now, if you look at these with a lot of the spotchy stuff down here in the middle, those look like they could be things falling underground, collapsing activity. Some of the more consistent ones up above, though, it's a little hard to understand how things could be falling non-stop and causing this, unless there is a lot of things falling non-stop and collapsing underground. You could imagine inside the cavern underground, which I'm going to show you some images of here in a minute. You could imagine that pieces falling off and falling and causing these disturbances. But some of this is so consistent that it looks seismic in nature, and I mean, this is non-stop seismic activity every day, and some of it pretty intense. Some of you guys that really, really know how to read a seismic chart, I've read the information and could give you an opinion, but I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to read it. I'm just showing it to you here, okay? Now, what does that mean? Does it mean that everything's collapsing, or does it mean there's just a steady tremor of earthquakes in that location? Okay, now with all this going on and all these tremors, you would suspect that all drilling applications would have been put off, and they wouldn't allow any new wells to be drilled down there, right? Well, here's the upcoming meetings, the oil and gas hearings, application hearings. Let's see if oh, wait a minute. They're having meetings as we speak. They're having meetings about more wells. They're putting in applications. They're getting approvals for more wells. See all those? 1016, 1018, 1023, 1030. People are not, they are non-stop drilling, putting in applications to drill more wells down there. It's unbelievable. Now, guys, now I'm going to move into this is documents that are online that I've been looking at, that I'm going to show you, or at least show you that they exist. And what it does is it goes through and shows you their applications. You know, when I was showing you how they had filed applications, well, this is what the applications look like. You've got even email addresses. See that email address right there? Come on, screen update. There we go. Sorry, guys. See that email address right there? jmccartne@unitedbrine.com. Those are the people that are putting in the applications to do more wells right now while this is going on. This is more information about it, and I've got I've got numerous of these that are up there on that site. This is the compliance order. This is where the Department of, or the State of Louisiana DNR requested them to comply to what they were asking them to do. Now, I've got somewhere here which I'm going to show you. Oh, here we go. This is it actually. Read this. This is the Class 3 brine solution mining well facility, Napoleonville Salt Dome. This was on August 17th when they sent it. Okay. Now here you go. It says in its application for these 3 wells, Texas Brine Company LLC set forth the following. While mining is controlled, it is possible for acute subsidence sinkhole formation to occur from other causes. Natural solution processes in the dome may cause salt removal and collapse. In the event of the appearance of symptoms of acute subsidence, i.e. sinkhole formation, the following steps will be taken. This is in the application that they originally submitted. Now the state of Louisiana is referring back to it. Okay, it says operations in the area will be suspended and the area of collapse isolated. If the area of collapse appears to threaten any residences, the occupants will be assisted if evacuation is required. Local authorities will be notified and their cooperation requested to assist in area isolation and public protection. Operators of gas and oil transmission or gathering pipelines will be notified if their pipelines are involved or adjacent to the subsidence or sinkhole. Notification will also be made to the electric utility company in the same manner. As soon as immediate concerns are satisfied, the corporate headquarters will notify the appropriate state and federal authorities. Okay. Now, here's the thing: is that when Louisiana had the Hurricane Katrina, the state of Louisiana was supposed to match federal funds that were spent in Louisiana. There was a video circulating on the internet where Obama is saying, "Where's your money?" He's demanding money from the state of Louisiana for Katrina. They did not put up the matching funds at that point, and I'm not positive whether they have at this point or not, but I suspect they have not. And so that is why there is no federal intervention down here, is because the state of Louisiana owes Obama some money, a lot of money, and they are not coughing it up. So therefore, that's why they have been hesitating on the federal intervention down here and trying to hopefully solve this issue, even though we obviously all realize that our federal government is the cause of the majority of our issues by even allowing things such as salt dome mining. But of course, they are heavily involved in this because they have these strategic reserves of the United States stored in most of these salt domes. Okay, let's move on. You can read this some more. I'll panel down real quick so you can see. If you want to read some more, you can do that. Come on, update Mr. Screen. Okay. Hang on, guys. My screen is giving me a hard time for updating. There we go. Okay. Now, these are drilling reports. This is a drilling report for 9/22/2012. Okay. And if you look at these drilling reports, this is about them drilling the relief well. Okay. And if you look down here, it'll go through and it'll talk about various aspects of this, of what happened. Here's 9/24. You can stop and read it. I'm not going to read all this to you. Here's 9/25. Here's 9/26. 9/27. 9/28. 9/29. This is 9:30. Or excuse me. This is 9:29. This is, excuse me, that's 9:1. That is not the right one. Okay, and that's all the ones I have for that. Now what I'm going to do is point this one out that was on 9:3. I believe this is the one also. This is back on 9:3. And recognize this name? Do you see that? Let me see if I can get it to update here. See the word Halliburton there? See, I highlighted it for you. Halliburton. Ring a bell? Do you have any clue why they're not really saying what's really screwed up about this hole down there? Okay, starting to figure that out. Now here, guys, I'm going to show you, these are some images of the bubbling that's been going on in the surrounding bayous, and I'm going to show you a map in a moment of all the locations of all these bubblings that have been found and identified. It's quite interesting. Screen should update here in just a second. Come on, Mr. Screen. It's not liking me streaming so much here. I am streaming this live on ustream.tv, and you can go to ustream.tv and you can join the crowd. It's kind of like subscribing on YouTube. You can set up an account and join the crowd, and when I go live, you can watch these live if you want to. And then I post it to YouTube when I do these more detailed videos. I use the Ustream system. So let's move on here. There's tons of bubbles, tons of photos of bubbling areas. I can go along here maybe a little quicker if it will allow me, and we'll stream it quick enough. Come on, it's not updating. There we go. Got a method now. Cue it to update quicker. These are different photos. Just showing you real quick, guys, so you can kind of see what it looks like. That's the sinkhole, of course. What is that? That's not the sinkhole. Those are slurry areas. Where is this at? That's like a... What the hell? I mean, look in the distance there. All the trees are... Looks like they've turned upside down. See the roots sticking out of the ground? Holy crap. There's probably more things going on here than they're telling us by a long shot. Weird. See, they got the buoys out and everything. There's a whole lot bigger problem based on these photos. See all the see all the roots of the trees sticking in the air, guys? This ain't at the sinkhole. This is somewhere else. Okay. See, this is a couple of maps of the location of the places where this issue exists. Okay. Okay. See the sinkhole. See my mouse? See this area here? You recognize that? The sinkhole is right here. I just clicked it. Okay. See that? Well, that area right there. Hopefully you can see my mouse moving. A little squiggly, almost in the center of your screen. Okay. Look at all the areas where the bubbles are coming up, guys. And you remember the photos I was just showing you? that look like basically sinkhole area? Oh God, this thing is, oh my, you know, this whole freaking place is going to collapse. Look at where all the bubbles are at, guys. I mean, we're talking common sense here. Think about common sense. They're right on top of this thing, and they've got all these holes drilled into it. They've turned it into Swiss cheese, and now they're wondering why they've got a problem. Is it going to cave in? Okay, here's further to the west a little bit. Way out to the west. See that little neighborhood in the top right-hand corner? The sinkhole is just southwest of there, or southeast of there. Just off the screen here, coming down that way. That's where the sinkhole's at, that way. And you got bubbles way over here, all these different locations, okay? And I'm sure many locations that they don't see and haven't found. They're a lot easier to find in the waterways, of course, because they bubble. That is shocking. If these areas are turning into slush like this, all around there, oh God, you know. And then we go back and we've got this stuff going on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Guys, if you don't know about this sinkhole and you decide you want to make some comments like shooting a hole in something because I didn't mention it, you got to understand I've done probably 20 videos on this thing, researching it, okay? You need to go back and watch those other videos before you criticize. I know a lot of my viewers would agree, because when somebody criticizes my videos, and the viewers that have been paying attention, they immediately shoot them down. Guys, I don't know how this ties in exactly to the mission assumption, but this is Assumption Parish, where all these bubbles are coming up all around it. And there is substantial seismic activity going on a daily basis up there. Let's plug in today's date and see what comes up, okay? Let's see, this is, let's come over here to this one. Today is the 3rd. So let's plug in 3 up here. Boom. Let's see what we get today. Oh, there's today. Looks like we're still having them today, huh? Indeed. Guys, that's your update for now. Tons of information there, I know. Thank you for watching this video. It is 33 minutes and 52 seconds. The only way this information is going to get out is if you share it. Now, I put myself out there and I do this, and as most of you can understand, this is probably dangerous, exposing this information like this to the masses. But I can tell you that I do this, and I do these videos, I take the risk, and all you've got to do is push share. You've got to click a button. Help me out, guys. Thank you so much for viewing, and I'll be back. This is the Idaho Picker, and I am out.